Welcome back to Lenz's Comic Corner Classics, Non-Classics. This is episode number 1702 and Doubleshot number 1600. It is 1690. It's 1708 and Doubleshot number 1602. I have two Marvel trades. First up, it's a library trade. We have Marvelverse She-Hulk. Yeah, not one of these books that collect random stories for these characters. This one was quite unique because I get to talk about something related to this character that I've never really talked about these comic corners. Her debut! Yes, they actually have her debut from Savage She-Hulk number 1. The original one. This book also contains Sensational She-Hulk number 4, Avenging Spider number 7, Guardian of the Sea number 4, and King Size Spider-Man and Super Summer Special number 1. Now, there are two issues I'm not going to discuss here. Avenging Spider-Man number 7, discussed already in the Avenging Spider-Man trades, and I've also discussed issue 4 as part of the first Flying for Guardians team-up. Now, in the case of Savage She-Hulk number 1, and this might shock you who wrote it, Stan Lee. Yeah, one of his last major characters created, She-Hulk. By the way, this was her outfit, the original series. Yeah, all 25 issues wore this outfit. Yeah, basically torn up clothes because they were just so experimenting back then. I mean, it wasn't until, I would probably say I would say 9 until she went 4, she had a proper costume. And who does the artwork for the opening issue? John Buscema. Yep. Sensational She-Hulk? Written and drawn by John Byrne. He pretty much did almost the entire series. Almost all 60 issues. I think he skipped 3 or 4 issues. The King Size Spider-Man Summer Special. Done by Paul Tobin. And the artist, color, and letterer are done by Colleen Clover. The cover for the issues are by Liv Capelli, Mark Morales, and Justin Pooster. Yep. Now, in the case of the opening issue of the series, here's the cover for it. It's something that's been mostly recanon over the years. It's never been retcon. Mostly put for this issue, you have Bruce Banner. Yes, Bruce Banner goes to visit his cousin Jennifer Walters. And apparently they grew up together. Anybody thinking, wait, Bruce Banner's got a cousin? At this point in time, I should probably be like, wait, he had a cousin? Yeah, he did. And he visited her for a while. Of course, she has known at this point he has the radiation. Here's a little fun fact for you. This is the only appearance that Bruce Banner makes the entire 25-issue comic book. Yeah, he does appear for the main 24 issue after this one. Nope, he's gone. He's gone back to his own book. It's like he's only here just to establish the fact he's related to her. And at one point, because she's a lawyer, and at one point she gets shot by gangsters. Yes, gangsters. So, gotta save her life. So, Bruce Banner does a blood transfusion because he does mention he did train he's also trained in medicine. So, he does a blood transfusion. He breaks into a clinic, does blood transfusion, and then he leaves. As far as I can tell, he was not seen in the book ever again. Yeah, it's almost like Stan Lee just popped him in, just basically just changing folders into She-Hulk. Now, unlike with the whole, he does explain his backstory, the whole thing, what happened to him. And then you have her in the hospital, yes, the hospital, transform into She-Hulk for the first time. Which is interesting because if you watch the Incredible Hulk TV show, she does it as soon as the blood transfusion is completed. That's just when she transforms. Rips her dress, beats some gangsters up, and the Savage She-Hulk book is actually a pretty good book. And here's the weird thing, though. Here's the thing about this book. The whole time, this book is in California. But then, for some reason, the book ended because she's Fantastic Four. She's always been based out of New York since then. As for in the case of Sensational She-Hulk, well, it's her meeting up with an old Golden Age superhero. The Phantom Blonde for an issue. Yes, the Phantom Blonde. Who popped up several times in this book. Yes. And I believe it was thanks to... Now, this book is basically noteworthy for introducing one of the common elements of She-Hulk that's still there, but it's not brought up very much. Breaking the fourth wall. Yep, breaking the fourth wall. And like she's one of two characters up until Gwenpool basically showed up. One of two characters who are fourth wall breakers. The other one is Deadpool, and Gwenpool is actually the one. Yeah, it's mostly put just her taking a Phantom Blonde for an issue. That's mostly put what this issue is. Yeah, it's also she takes on the frickin' Stiltman. Yes, Stiltman. Remember that guy? He's an old Daredevil villain. At one point, this guy was dead. He got killed off by Punisher, and then he got brought back as a freaking clone. Oh, by the way, there's actually a female Stiltman. Now, in the case of King Size Spider-Man Summer Special, yes, she has a story in this one. It's just a hilarious story of basically just Enchantress being mesmerized with the Marvel Universe. Like, this of Thor, then she runs to various Marvel characters. Mary Jane Watson, Hellcat, Marvel Girl. Apparently, she is not one that you would, Scarlet, well, Invisible Girl, or even the Black Widow. Even Medusa. It's just like, redundant. I already have three redheads. Black Widow. Yeah, they're in the Golden Age Black Widow as well. Yeah, I think her name is Clarence. Carissa, I think her name is. Yep. And even through Clea, it's just a fun little girl story. It's like fun thing for the women of Marvel Universe to do, and just have fun against Enchantress, just a girls' night out. It's a pretty fun book. Lighting. Oh no. Tough luck, Enchantress. I'm summoned Thor. You have the power to summon someone at such a store? You bet. Very sounds. You smell like what? Smell like it. Oh, what does that mean? Yep. I believe sucker punch. Yep, punch. Yep. And knocked out. And apparently it was actually just. Apparently the blonde woman, I believe it was. It's not Clea. Who was the other blonde woman? It was wasn't Gwen Stacy? No, it was I think it may have been the Invisible Woman, possibly. Yeah, pretty fun book. Love it. Yep. And then you have those two team-up stories. This book is actually pretty good. Fun book. Like, if you get a chance to get into She-Hulk, check it out. The only reason why I think they did this book, because you compare to Disney+. Yep. Alright, next up is Wolverine by Ben Percy, Volume 2. Yeah, it's been a while since I covered one of these trades for this volume. This book collects issues 8 through 12 of Wolverine Volume 7. You probably think, okay, the last book contained the first 5 issues, and you started with this one with 8. Where's 6 and 7? It was part of the X-Swords crossover, and I've already discussed it already. And in the case of this issue, the first issue in here, issue 8, was, believe it or not, at the time it's released, considered to be the 350th issue. Yes. And this only came out like last year. I think it was like last year or two that came out. Yeah, last year. And this book, like 350, and they made it just slightly longer, and it basically made like $5. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's simply what it is. Basically, you're probably thinking, who's the guy with Wolverine in the cover? That is Maverick. He's an old Wolverine character. He's been popping up occasionally over the years. I think part of this, he hadn't been seen in years. Let me see here. Maverick. There we go. Yeah, otherwise known as his alternate name, Agent Zero. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you wonder who created His real name is Christopher North. That's his real name. He's also known as David. He's the creation of John Byrne and Jim Lee. He first appeared back in X-Men number 5. Yep, that was his very first appearance. Yep, believe it or not, yeah, that was his very first appearance. Yep, and the whole point of these issues, like, there's an auction going on, so Wolverine becomes Patch again. Yep. Patch. Yeah, that's another Wolverine thing. And the reason why he's there, because apparently the auctioneer here, apparently has got a hand that's got Wolverine's claws, which, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. They even have like a gravestone with Spider-Man's name on it. Yeah, that's a reference to Kraven's Last Hunt. Which, even I was kind of surprised to see that again, because I lost the Reddit. Yeah, I mostly put the first part of this trade just as a flashback to Team X stuff. Team X was a team that Wolverine was part of prior to joining the X-Men. Actually, before your Alpha Flight. And then you have stuff here with Omega Red. Yes, Omega Red. Because, of course, you gotta have Omega Red. And, of course, his son Dawkins here. Because it's Dawkins. What do you expect? Yeah, but the auctioneer stuff, I actually found that to be quite interesting. Yeah, puts on a suit. And says, name's Patch. Yeah, it feels like that Ben Percy is channeling Larry Hama here with Wolverine being Patch. Because that was something Larry Hama did at, I believe it was Larry Hama who did at the start of the original, if I remember correctly, I think it was him who actually wrote that opening issue, had Wolverine be Patch. I think it was Chris Claremont. Yeah, the whole thing with Patch, that was his own. That was the identity he had assumed in the book. With issue number 2 of the book, I think in issue 1, he pretty much in a way was basically calling himself Patch, like at the end of the first issue. Yeah, so basically he's referencing. I thought it was Larry Hama. My mistake, was actually Chris Claremont. Yep. Like, it's always great to see Wolverine put on the Patch outfit because it. And here's the thing: he only does it when he goes Mandrapore, despite the fact people know it's Wolverine. And by the way, that's the artifact that somehow the archer claims as Wolverine's claws, even though it makes no freaking sense how that gets hands on it. So he managed to get it, and for some reason we have this 2-page spread on the side. Yeah, and the scene itself is basically just people at the bar. It looks very similar to a scene out of Casino Royale. Oh, by the way, here are some of your guests at this particular auction. We have Wilson Fisk, the mayor of New York City here. Yes, the mayor of New York is here. And this is what this guy has. He has... Let's see. A cyanide tooth, a Black Widow. Where the heck get that? A prison painting of Jigsaw. A Goblin glider. Where the heck you get one of those? That's interesting. The cowl of Captain America, which was frozen with him after World War II. The gloves of Magnet Man. Okay. The gravestone of Spider-Man. Yeah, this is a reference to Kraven's Last Hunt. Where the heck get this damn thing? Because that was up in freaking Canada. Like, why the heck would he have this for? And the severed hand of Wolverine. Yeah, this is something that he doesn't bother to explain. And apparently, like, the Kingpin forget exactly what the heck Wolverine looked like. Like, he smashed his hand, like, just gives handkerchief and wipes his hand off. Now, here's the thing. I believe Kingpin has met Wolverine before. I don't remember if he's fought him, but then all of a sudden you have, oh yeah, apparently the prized possession of this auction is apparently a brainwashed Maverick. Yes, this is his new outfit. Why the heck we have this new outfit for? I have no idea. Yep. And we have big brawl breaking out. Apparently he's not brainwashed. And break out, no problem. And the whole thing about getting the hand thing in here. And then we deal with stuff with vampires. Yes, Wolverine deal with vampires because he's a vampire in the past. More Mega Red. Always good to say Mega Red. Yes, we have Beast here. Yeah, mostly we have this later stuff in here. Just deals with stuff in pages from pages of X-Force. Because Ben Percy also writes too. That's mostly the last couple issues are. And that's it. Really good book. I give this book a 9.5 out of 10. Just a damn good book. Love it. And I do have next trade. I'll probably review it tomorrow. Maybe. Okay? So yeah, that's it, Sickle of You. Stay tuned for my next retweet tomorrow, which it depends when I finish my stream. I have time to do it. I'm hoping to get time to do it. First one I'm going to do is going to be Attack on Titan. And if I get time to, I'm going to hopefully get a chance to do it free after that. If not, I'll do it Friday. Okay? Next video. Bye.